Hello everyone, I'm Mehmet Zeki, and I have a presentation about decision theory, assignment 5. Before the start, I want to talk about something. Due to the problem on my computer, I will present like this, and I am sorry for that. Let's start. If we are interested in maximizing the welfare of our citizens, the way to do that is to maximize individual freedom. The way to maximize freedom is to maximize choice. The more choice people have, the more freedom they have, and the more welfare they have. Incredible freedom of choice we have with respect to work is that we have to make a decision and again. Everywhere we look, big things and small things, material things and lifestyle things, life is a matter of choice. And when people have too much choices, bad stuff happens. All of these choice has to negative effect on people. One effect is that it produce paralysis rather than liberation. With so many options to choose from, people find it very difficult to choose at all because everyone's might wants to make the right decision if it is going to affect it forever. The second effect is that even we manage to overcome the paralysis and make a choice, we end up less satisfied with the result of the choice than we could be. If we had fewer options to choose from, there are several reasons for this. Let's say you are not happy with the choice you made. In this situation, it is easy to imagine that it would have been better if you had the different choice. These dreams cause us to regret our choices. Certainly, me and most people I talk to have a shared dissatisfaction with how things work, with the way our instruction work. Our children see teachers and inadequate. Our doctors have no idea who are and don't have enough time to spare for us. We can't trust bankers and we can't trust stockbrokers. They almost destroyed his entire financial system. In fact, we do our jobs. We often have to choose between doing what we think is right and doing what is expected of us, or doing the right thing, or doing the lucrative thing. Or we worry that although they deeply feel our interest, they don't know us well enough and don't know enough what to do allow us to protect our interests. These topics are Barry Schwartz talks. He talks about these stuffs. Michael has a low salary, has a wife and a school-going child. Then he loses his job, panics about not being able to support his family, drinks too much one night, and robs a taxi driver. Then he is caught, tried, and sentences to the lowest year. The judge objects he is a good family man and has never committed a crime before. He experienced misfortune. The judge reduced the sentence to 11 months and said go to work during the day and go to prison at night. Finally, this family settled down. This way, a wise judge's improvisation and it would end well. The prosecutor objected and demanded 5 years. The judge had to accept this and eventually quit the judgeship. On other hand, psychologists are aware of the negative consequences of being encouraged to work because we encourage children to read books and they stop caring about what's inside. They are interested in how tall it is. It's time for lawmakers to listen to psychologists instead of economics. System modifiers are more promising. One day, Judge Russell faced the case of Gary Pettingill. Gary was a career-seeking soldier, but he suffered a bank injury in Iraq and resigned. He had a family and was able to find a part-time job because of his back pain. But it wasn't enough to support his family and he started selling some kind of drugs. He was caught and raped. He was kicked out of his home and his children would be thrown out of his hands. Judge Russell had a serve a prison sentence and a solve an alternative. He created a veteran court and each criminal had a specific answer. It would help them help themselves. Such a change system look attractive. This is a banker who they are low income customers. The bank helped finance the restructure of a dying community. They offered the loan as a service, making sure the borrowers paid it. People want permission to the right thing to be virtuous. Aristotle thought that common sense was for happiness. Psychologists also search for happiness. The result is work and love. Love is successfully managing our relationship with people close to and the community of which we are a part. The job is to be involved in meaningful and satisfying work. If you have, you don't need much. The rules don't tell us how to be good teacher, judges, wives. Rules and incentives are not equivalent to wisdom. Wisdom has no equivalent. Common sense doesn't require heroic acts of self-sacrifice by practitioners. And thank you for listening.